What's up guys, it's Archan here, and today I'm going to be comparing the Roccat Kain 122 AIMO to the Razer Death Adder Elite. In order to compare both these mice fairly, we're going to be looking at 4 different factors that may come into play when you're buying a new mouse, specifically for Minecraft. First, we're going to be looking at appearance. Next, we're going to be going over the price of each mouse. Finally, we're going to be looking at the CPS of each mouse. First, let's talk about the Razer Death Adder Elite, a previously amazing mouse for Minecraft, but now gets outclassed by other mouse such as the Roccat in terms of CPS. So first we have looks. Obviously the RGB is not on right now, but this mouse just feels and looks really simplistic and minimalistic. I really like the way it's designed, including the way it grips around my hand and also the grips on the side down here, as well as the mouse buttons that are positioned perfectly for my hand. One downside to this mouse is the scroll wheel is really uncomfortable, and I'm not really a big fan of it at all. The DPI buttons are really easy to use and offer an up to go up in DPI and down to go down in DPI. The cable for this mouse is really nice, it's braided, and I have overall just no complaints about the looks or feel of this mouse at all. Of course, the software is amazing because it's made by Razer, and overall I have about 0 complaints with the looks or feel of this mouse. Although the Razer Death Adder may look really simplistic and minimalistic, it actually has been increasing in price in the recent years. I actually purchased this for $25 when it was on sale because it was the most purchased mouse in all of Razer history. But from then, the price has spiked up to about $60, and I don't think it's the best mouse for $60 anymore. Finally, the CPS of the Razer Death Adder Elite. In terms of CPS, this mouse does not disappoint. It has the ability to double click, which is great for butterfly clicking. However, compared to newer mice such as the Roccat and the Bloody A70, this mouse cannot drag click. Don't know why, I don't really know all the details behind drag clicking, but I know for a fact that it cannot drag click. However, when I butterfly, I average about 12 to 15 CPS, and if you want to see more about bridging and other types of techniques on the Razer Death Adder, check out the video in the top right corner. I uploaded a video on how to inclined moonwalk with a single double click mouse that cannot drag click. So you can go check that out if you want to see more about the Razer Death Adder CPS. Now let's move on to the Roccat Kain 122 AIMO. First things first, this mouse feels very luxurious. It is really smooth and it just feels great to hold. The mouse buttons are really light and easy to press down, and the scroll wheel feels fantastic. It only has one DPI button, which means it goes up and cycles through back to the beginning, which is a little inconvenient, but nothing to be shamed upon. The mouse buttons are really nice about how they poke out, and they're about the same height as the Razer Death Adder, so it feels really good to hold. Unlike the Razer Death Adder, it isn't molded really well to fit a right-handed person, but it is actually slightly molded to fit a right-handed person. So if you were left-handed, I'd look for an option that was more like neutral, or even if they have a left version of the Roccat, I'd go for that over this. Next up, a big deciding factor is the price of the Roccat Kain 122. I actually got this on Amazon, and it was originally $70, but I actually managed to get a refurbished price for $60, which was a huge deal, and I got it on fast shipping for free with Prime. So overall, it's about the same price as the Razer Death Adder Elite now, and so far it's looking like this is the better choice. Next, the moment you've all been waiting for, the CPS test for the Roccat Kain 122 AIMO. First, let's start with single click on a 10-second timer. "83 clicks in 10 seconds for a single click. Not bad at all. Next, let's try butterfly clicking However, I do think the mouse buttons are a little small, so you have to have slightly smaller hands to do this. So my hands actually fit perfectly. $150 clicks in 10 seconds. That is phenomenal. I wasn't even sweated at all. I was going regular pace if I was playing casually, and that was incredible for 10 seconds. However, you did see that sometimes I did accidentally click the right mouse button, which is another factor playing into it when you have small mouse buttons, but I don't really think that's a problem, and this is very satisfying to say the least. Next, I'm gonna actually do some drag clicking. I've only had this mouse for about 2 hours now, so I'm not the greatest at drag clicking. You won't see great CPS over time, but you will be able to see the green circle, so hopefully you can get I guess you can gauge how good this is at drag clicking. And just to put it in perspective, for me, a newbie, I can get about 15 to 20 CPS drag clicking, but I don't know if I'll be able to hit it here. So let's just try. So we did get 63 clicks, which isn't the greatest, but you did see I had burst of insane CPS. I think one of them I hit around 17, which is really good. And keep in mind, this is without any sort of electrical tape prepping. I didn't put any electrical tape on the mouse and take it off, or on my fingers. I merely just cleaned them off to make sure no dust was on them. And yeah, I'm really satisfied with the CPS. And yeah. Alright guys, that is the end of this comparison video. I hope this helped you make a choice on what mice you want to buy. Obviously this is only one mouse. I recommend other mice such as the Bloody A60, Bloody A70, any of the Bloody series really. There's other Roccat mice such as the Roccat 102, which I think is a phenomenal mouse. And you can also consider a Model O, which I don't personally recommend because I think it looks like a beehive, but I've heard that it's a really good mouse, so I also recommend that, I guess. And yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this comparison. Let me know if you want to see more gameplay from the Roccat Kain 122. And yeah, peace out.